You ain't supposed to get in my business.
I just told what I think.
What you mean? You told what you seen. You didn't tell that I told them to get your ass up out of there. Fight with Rolly Romero, May 2nd. It's going to be a tougher fight than we think because he's a fraction of the person he was on April the 20th.
He's stacking all that shit, so shut the f up.
There's only one king here.
Shut the f up.
Hey.
I know you brought your little cheerleading squad to help you, but you still...
Bill Haney didn't mince words when he gave Ryan Garcia a severe warning before his fight with Rolly Romero, igniting the boxing world. Haney made it abundantly evident that when Garcia faces actual pressure inside the ring, his ostentatious image and social media hype won't cut it.
Son's got his own balls, right?
You look like my balls. You look like a set of balls. He done went up 7 pounds and that looks like that. And that's what it looks like. That toupee is not right, Henry. Hey, Henry, that toupee is not right.
With Devin Haney keeping a close eye on Garcia, the timing of Haney's remarks, coming just as Garcia is getting ready to silence detractors and pick up steam in his career, has further increased conjecture about future bouts. For both fans and experts, this is about more than just Garcia versus Romero. It's about the lightweight division's future, where true talent, discipline, and legacy are at stake.
Even crazy flabby last fight. I mean, I was drinking, I was bloated. So if he's speaking on that, yeah, you're right. And I already started cutting weight. You know, last fight, I waited till like literally the last day. I was 14 pounds over, hopped in a, bath and sweated it all out. So at the end of the day, he's just looking to get some type of confidence for his son. His son, I heard he shot out with confidence. He don't have none. So I think he's just trying to build his son up, trying to put that in his head. It was the PED, son. Don't worry. At the end of the day, he knows what happened. First 30 seconds you got caught. It wasn't like, PEDs helped me and I had energy, going into the 9, 10. No, I cracked him in the first 30 seconds. So he's looking to build his son's confidence. And I'm waiting to see Devin. What's he going to say?
Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's father and trainer, Bill Haney, got into a furious argument during the press conference that preceded the May 2nd, 2025 fight between Garcia and Rolly Romero in Times Square. When Bill Haney gave Garcia a copy of Psychology for Dummies, suggesting that Garcia's unpredictable actions were premeditated, the tension increased. Garcia was clearly upset by the gesture and threw the book aside in response.
This is not the same Ryan Garcia.
No.
Fuck that shit. I got multiple personalities.
Listen, everyone tune in.
I got multiple personalities.
This is going to be a great fight.
You don't want to see the crazy one. You don't want to see the crazy personality.
Wait, listen. I'm not a cheerleader.
You and your son is some bitches. You the biggest bitch. You a big. That's why you was a big fight. You a big. You a little bitch.
It's coming back. It's coming back. Get him.
I love it. Bill brings it out of me, though.
That might be a fraction of Ryan Garcia that we saw.
Hey, I don't give a say, Bill.
Whole bit of it.
Ryan Garcia got into a heated argument with Bill while working out in public in New York City. Tensions from Garcia's prior fight with Devin Haney, which was tainted by controversy because of Garcia's failed fitness test and subsequent suspension, were rekindled by the altercation. Garcia responded to Bill Haney's heckling from ringside with furious tirade. Haney was accused of lacking courage by Garcia and his father Henry during their insult exchange. The already fierce competition was heightened by this altercation, which highlighted the camp's ongoing hostility.
Hey, Oscar Valdez got popped, and guess what? He got 0 suspension. Shane Mosley got popped, 0 suspension. Canelo gets popped 6 months. I get popped a year. So, guy that came to help me lose weight, his name was Scooter. He brought me supplements, and I took the supplements, and that was the day before the fight. And then it just so happened that I tested the day before and the day after. And
what was the supplement for, Ryan?
It wasn't for cutting weight. I don't know what he gave me.
Got him. We got him.
I'm being real with you. I don't even got to be on this live.
The persistent hostility between the Haney and Garcia camps as a result of their contentious altercation in April 2024 is highlighted by this heated encounter. In that fight, Garcia defeated Devin Haney by majority decision after taking him out 3 times. Garcia did make weight and later tested positive for the illegal drug Ostarine. Therefore, the triumph was tainted by controversy. Due to these violations, Garcia was given a 1-year suspension by the New York State Athletic Commission. The fight result was ruled a no contest, and a $1 million fine was imposed.
Star boxer Ryan Garcia has tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance both the day before and on the day of a surprising victory over Devin Haney last month. This news comes from a letter by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. The testing samples were collected prior to the fight, but the results only surfaced afterward.
Yeah, that's why I was saying.
I was getting medium well.
Can you go get my steroids?
Medium well.
Medium
Thank you.
well.
This is my secret drawer. Steroids, gang. I'm looking big.
At the ceremonial weigh-in, things took a strange turn. Garcia came on stage, opened a bottle he said held beer, and took a gulp as if undisturbed by the weight debate. The crowd's laughter in response to this behavior fueled the flames. His actions were largely viewed as impolite and unprofessional.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tomorrow night's world title challenger and champion. First up, from Victorville, California, 24-1. 20 knockouts to his credit, the former WBC interim lightweight world champion. Please welcome King Ryan Garcia! And his opponent, well, Ryan wants to weigh in right now. $143.2 official weight for Ryan Garcia.
After knocking Haney down 3 times throughout the fight, Garcia first won by majority decision. The victory, though, was fleeting. The fight was declared a no contest after Garcia tested positive for the illegal drug Ostarine. Garcia was therefore subject to monetary fines and a 1-year suspension retroactive to the fight date.
Yeah, that's why I was saying.
I was getting medium well.
Can you go get my steroids?
Medium well.
Medium
Thank you.
well.
This is my secret drawer. Steroids, gang. I'm looking big.
Star boxer Ryan Garcia has tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance both the day before and on the day of a surprising victory over Devin Haney last month. This news comes from a letter by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. The testing samples were collected prior to the fight, but the results only surfaced afterward.
Garcia has been the target of harsh criticism from Bill Haney, who has called for a lifelong suspension from boxing and accused Garcia of cheating. He conveyed a profound dissatisfaction with the circumstance, highlighting the need of honesty and diligence in the sport.
The legal limit, whereas they said that it was only a little bit, it was 60 times the limit. But they tried to create the narrative that it didn't have any effect. How does he look right now? See, everybody do that. I cannot believe everybody I talk to, they behind the camera, they go, how does he look right now?
His physique is smaller, he isn't as big as what he was for that fight.
But he's 7 pounds, contracted 7 pounds to be bigger, but he's smaller. He's turned down.
You can't get away with something like that. You can't come out, embarrass somebody, beat the brakes off of him, make this man a meme and a laughing stock, you know what I'm saying? And then turn around, we find out that you cheated, and you think that it's just gonna be swept under the rug? Unfortunately, I hope that it does not get swept under the rug. Not this time, man. There's been too many cheats in boxing, and this time we gotta make it right, man. We gotta protect our young fighters.
Garcia was charged by Haney's legal team with deliberate misconduct after failing a drug test, which they claim tainted the original fight. Garcia's group has retorted that accidental contamination was the cause of the test results. Both fighters are still at a standstill until the lawsuit is settled. The rematch may be postponed indefinitely due to continuing lawsuits, according to promoters. Legal teams' involvement highlights the high stakes of contemporary boxing, where financial and reputational factors are just as important as physical prowess.
It's not just about Devin, it's about the championship. Not about the shit that he did, it's all about the sport, what's right and what's wrong. They say the left hook, the left hook, the left hook. And we say that it was drugs. Why would Ryan Garcia go in, plead guilty, and then not compensate Devin but also cheat the people. Oscar De La Hoya received $1 million as a fine, so why would he receive $1 million and Devin not? How can Golden Boy benefit from the ruling?
Right. So you see where it said the 47% of the profits, right? Yeah. What goes out, we paid. What comes in, we split. The New York State Athletic Commission awarded $1 million to Golden Boy Promotions for Ryan Garcia's BS. So I said to Oscar De La Hoya, what's up with our 47% of that? He said no, so we added him to the lawsuit.
Okay, so what did De La Hoya get the $1 million for?
For Ryan Garcia's PED use, because he was the lead promoter on the fight. We were co-promoters. It was a Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, Devin Haney Promotions in Devin, and King Ryan Promotions and Ryan Garcia.
I kind of like the press conference because I believe it will be funny. Yes, I do enjoy this, even though Rolly hardly speaks English. That concludes today. Watch this space for additional developments.